If you have stumbled upon this video, you either A, hype for this weekend, or B, looking for some Bleach content, and look no further! Your boy's gonna help you out today because, ladies and gentlemen, this weekend we are getting a brand new 1,000-Year Blood War trailer! We're finally gonna see what it looks like with studios doing it. Our first look into the last season of that Bleach awesome sauce, man. And so I was like, you know what? It's time. It's time to put on our Shihaku show and now you feel like number one. I mean, bro, we're gonna be hyped today, baby. So we are going to be going through every single Bleach arc and rating them. Does that sound like a good idea? It's not, but we're here anyway, man. Let's go, dude. So starting us off first, man, we have one of my favorite introduction arcs, honestly, in all of anime, and that's mainly due to how different it feels from the rest of the series. It's more episodic in nature. Listen, man, I love this arc, dude. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. The Ichigo and Rukia Monster of the Week adventures, you got some Grand Fisher greatness, the Menos Grande, with the ending with Byakuya and Renji coming up in like swimwear, and this is an A for me, dog. This is an easy A for me, an A+. The entry to the Soul Society, man. Now this one, a lot of greatness in. Yo, Kenpachi Zaraki, when you introduce Kenpachi into the picture, alongside the greatness of Ikkaku Madarame, you know, all of Squad 11. And in the midst of this, you have the plot beginning to ensue with who murdered Aizen. And it's like the intrigue starts building. You want to go rescue Rukia. And the fact that the entry portion ends with, now you feel like number one, shining bright for everyone? Yoruichi and Ichigo and Byakuya on the bridge? That's another A for me, dog. Do I even need to talk about this one? Look! Look at it! Yo, this... Come on, man. Nah. Get on to the next one. Y'all know what it is, dog. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. Jin Kadia is that dude. We all know it. We all know it, man. Now, yo, the Bount arc, man, it's way too long. There's a lot of stuff wrong with it. The beginning part is basically them trying to rip off Chapter Black. I mean, there's a lot of stuff in here that needs fixing. Bount in particular got some pretty cool characterization, especially towards the second half of it. That one fight with the dude with the light sword against Kenpachi was awesome sauce. And just being able to see Ichigo lose himself in his holification, was it, like episode 83? You know, it had some little key, really cool stuff, but overall it was way too long. Jin Kadia is that dude. Gets like a C for me, dog. It's a C. Yo, man, listen. Ichigo's inner conflict in this arc is extremely compelling. Extremely compelling because you know the type of dude that Ichigo is. And I thought it was the perfect way to continue from the Soul Society arc, where towards the end, he really got a reality check. Not only with Aizen stopping his blade, you know what I mean? And stopping his song. But we also got that within the Byakuya battle, where it took his inner hollow to come out just for him to survive in that fight. And of course, after that, he was able to do it of his own willpower. But it was a reality check because quite a few battles within that arc, the one against Renji as well, we got to see it in the battle with Kenpachi, where his hollow aura was coming with hollow spirit energy. And so when you have that already within you to where it's starting to really come out now, where in his battle against Ulquiorra and Yami, you saw that it took over. Like, yo, switch with me, dog. I can take care of them. And so Ichigo starts losing confidence in his own abilities. And I really love this. And I love how Rukia is the one that steps in when he's feeling really, really bad, because it takes us back into the beginning of the series, that snap back into reality as he slowly but surely gets back to himself. And it is his boys, it is his girls, like it's the whole squad that gets him back to the shape that he needs to be in, especially after his greatest reality check at the end of this arrival section when Grimmjow lays the smackdown on him. And then you have the introduction of Shinji, the Visors. Come on! This is an S for me, man. I love this arc, dude. Really cool concept, horrible placement. Bro, when you place this directly after Ichigo versus Grimmjow, and right before Nell and Noitora, we got problems. We have big problems. But that aside, the final battle in this arc is really cool, and the overall concept of the Makotos is really nice. So overall, this one's definitely, it's probably my least favorite filler arc. But for Bleach standards, fillers are really good, so it's a C. One of the best flashback arcs ever, man. Easy S. I am so conflicted when it comes to this arc, man. You have the highest highs, like Ichigo versus Ulquiorra, Aizen embodying the captain, Spindor versus Hisagi. I mean, yo, you got some bangers up in here. But then on the other side of that, you have some long drawn out battles and the Visors. Like, bro, my hype for the Visors at that point in time, and I was a massive Visors fan. Like, Shinji was a top 5 favorite character at that point in time. My hype was, like, yo, to this day, I'll go back and rewatch some of those fights, and I'm like, why? Like, bro, the hype, when they came up, when they showed up, dude, I was ready, man. I was like, let's go. And it was like, no, man, no. It's a combination of, yeah, and no. And that's fake Karakura town. So any arc with Aizen is not going less than B. So since this has the S of S's and like the F's of F's for me in regards to this series, it's somewhere in the middle. It's a B. I mean, it's definitely grown on me over the years. The Stark and Kiraku battle is really cool. Really enjoy the Badagon stuff. His flashback is really nice. And then Holybell and Toshiro, and whenever the Visors start getting included and everything, it was really dope. It's just, it went on for a little longer. I mean, even Aizen got tired of it. My boy said, yo, we're done. And yo, but Aizen poning everyone, dude. I mean, what better way to end an arc, man? Come on, dude. Yeah, it's a B+. Just for Aizen, it's a B+. The Zanpakuto Rebellion. This is how you do filler, bro. This is how you do a filler arc and actually have you immersed in that filler arc when it's taking place, when it's interrupting you from Ichigo versus Ulquiorra taking place. Literally, episode 226 ends with Ichigo and Ulquiorra finally starting to go down. One of the most epic animation sequences in all of Bleach, bro. I mean, my man goes in, and the music is going, it's high, stand up, be strong, no rights, no wrongs. And what interrupts this? A Zanpakuto arc. And then, but let me tell y'all, yo, Muramasa, everyone's Zanpakutos coming to life. There was some very emotional story arcs and episodic stories within this section. I absolutely love this. This is probably one of my favorite fillers ever. Like, this is up there with like G8 from One Piece for me. This is an easy, and from filler standards, this is an easy B. Easy B, man.
Man, you look how beautiful the animation looks!
One of my favorite things ever is a well-executed time skip. This is an arc that only gets better with time, and the more times I go through it, the more I enjoy it, man. Listen, earlier in the beginning of this video, I said how much I really enjoyed the first 20 episodes because of how different it feels. It almost feels like a different show at certain points. The Fullbringer arc is the closest thing that we get to that, and I think it's the perfect reintroduction after the Arrancar saga. The mysteries, man. Yo, reading this arc weekly was absolutely insane because the mysteries were going crazy. Bro, because I was one of the people at that point in time that was like, yo, Kisuke? That's my guy? We gotta watch out for dude, bro. And then they brought Ishin into the picture, and now Genjo is not only making Ichigo question things, he's making the reader question things like, yo, who in the, like, seriously, what are they actually doing here? And so as that stuff escalates and as Ichigo gets his Fullbringer powers, then we start getting introduced to the rest of the Fullbringers. And it's like, yo, all these different pieces start being put in place, and then you have Tsukishima trolling to the highest extent. That episode is absolutely, what was that, episode 357? One of the craziest episodes, bro. I mean, my man was out here in every single part of his flashback. He was even there when he defeated Ukiura. You know how disrespectful that is? I almost threw my computer, bro. I love this arc. Yo, when Ichigo got his powers back after such a long time, oh man, dude, and the way they did it in the anime was spectacular. It's one of my most memorable experiences of watching the anime weekly. And then the manga, especially towards the second half, was so much fun, man. A lot of great discussions. I mean, it was a blast. And like I said, the more I've gone through it, both the manga and the anime still looks spectacular. How to Kaze such a banger of an opening. I've really come to appreciate what Kubo brought to the table in regards to the Fullbringers and their characters and exactly what they were all about. And for that very reason, the art is fantastic, dude. The art in the manga, like, man, my man Kubo was on his A game in regards to his art. Fullbringer arc for me, loved it, man. Absolutely loved it. And it truly is the most unique arc in the series. There is a reason this video is being made. Because this stuff right here, you want to talk about Santa Hat level? This man contained and kept going continuously on Santa Hat level content, week in, week out, and the more I reread it, the more I loved it. It might be peak Bleach. I mean, yo, the first half of the 1,000-Year Blood War. Enough said. Enough said. Wait until the anime chapter 512. It's over. It is over. This is the hardest arc to rate, at least for me. Because up until my most recent reread, it was lower than Fake Karakura Town because I had the same issues I had with Fake Karakura Town, except taken to the next level. But the highs were so high, man. I mean, the final, 5 chapters, bro, still, when I go back and reread some of that stuff, Chair-sama, are you kidding, bro? There's some heat. There's some amazing fights. Like, some of the best fights in the series take place in this second half. But it's the way everything flowed that I initially had a problem with. But last time I went back and I reread it, I really, really enjoyed it. Like, seriously, really, really enjoyed it. There is a lot of greatness in the second half of the Blood War. But I still had a lot of those issues of immense disappointment when it comes to certain characters. I'm trying to keep this spoiler-free as possible, too, for anime onlys that are watching this. But immense disappointment in certain characters, and there's certain things that I wanted to see. There's certain things the whole fandom wanted to see that we know Kubo was setting up, but he just did not show us, whether that was due to the time constraints from Shonen Jump. But I can't really blame Shonen Jump for certain parts of that, because instead of focusing on other things, he could have focused on giving us that. So it's like a half and half. I really hope that the anime is able to give us a true vision of the way that a certain section of Blood War was supposed to go, because I can almost guarantee in another parallel universe, we would have had a final battle that had certain characters that should have shown up, man, and done some work. And so the fact that we never got that, as intense and awesome as that last section was, it would have been way better and would have added a new layer of emotional investment into the entire battle as well. So upon reread, it definitely got better, and I'm going to assume with the anime, as everything in the Bleach anime, if the Bleach anime is of the same quality as the original Bleach anime, then I can expect that the anime is going to make me love this next section even more. But for right now, because I only have the manga to go off of, so for me, it's kind of like Fake Karakura Town, where it has really high highs and some low lows. It was a very memorable experience. I'll always adore it. but I'm waiting for the anime to truly get that final, like, all right, this is how I feel about this arc. Because that's what we need for the Blood War, man. We need the anime to come in and show us exactly what this arc was truly about. In the same way that every other Bleach arc up until that point showed us. That almost every arc was amplified like tenfold in the anime. And so that's every arc in Bleach, man. Please let me know in the comment section down below what your favorite Bleach arcs are, what you would rate the arcs on this list, on whatever scale you want to rate the arcs on. I would love to read that in the comment section down below, because it's all about celebrating that Bleach greatness before we get this PV trailer this weekend, because the 1,000-year Blood War is incoming, and when I tell y'all the hype is going to be real, now you feel like, it's over. It is over, man. I can't wait, dude. That trailer is gonna go in. But until next time, y'all have an awesome sauce of a day. Take care. Bleach greatness, dude.